Peace, peace. This is your boy, Hey Root, Mr. Moolah, and I want to go over today something I think is important: greatness. But not even just greatness, just being better at something, being able to find that thing that you like to do, and if you found it already, becoming better at it. A lot of us want to be superstars. A lot of us want to be legends. Some of us just want to be, regular Joes. I just want a regular house, a regular car, a regular wife, and a regular husband, whatever it is, But you have to be good enough to be able to enjoy this thing or to receive this thing. What I mean by that is you have the object, but then you have to work, you have to put into to get this object, to get this house. You can't just say, I want a house, and voila, there's a house. I want this car, voila, there's a house. I want this beautiful wife, voila, there she goes, ding, and she's there. It doesn't work like that. Now we get caught up. We see Jordan, we see Kobe, we see LeBron, and they're already great. And we're like, damn, that's not fair. These dudes is ball hogs, or these dudes do this and do that. They never been through it. They never been through it. But that's only because you're seeing the final touchings on the painting. You're not actually trying to see how much it took to draw out the figure, the angles, the shapes, to align everything so that it will be able to be what it is that you're hoping for or that you're wishing it will be. So it's hard work. Hard work is a requirement for one to be able to get whatever it is they desire. We'll just say work. Work is required. You have to put in work. You have to do the work. You can't just not do work and think that it's going to be built for you. Even if you weren't the one who's physically putting these things together, you still have to use your mind and work your mind to put in the right people in the right positions to get it done. Work has to be done. But you have to understand the work. You have to understand the people you need in the positions. You have to understand when, how, where, and who. But most importantly, you got to understand you. What is it that you want, and how far are you willing to go to get it? Because if you're not actually willing to go that far, then you're just fantasizing. You're literally fantasizing. This is not going to happen. But if you really want it, and you're really willing to put in that work, that sacrifice, that night in, that early morning, that passing up, that good, sobering up, and just tunnel vision, zoom, that tunnel vision. Focus on the goal. Focus on getting that golden nugget because you're tired of holding the pebbles. You're tired of it. So every day you have to wake up earlier. So what? Every day you have to study more than you usually do. So what? You want to be a bodybuilder, so then you have to hit the weights a little more than usual. So what? You're tired of always having these relationships to where they look like it's getting so good and then they just crumble and fall. So you got to start learning more about who you are so that when you do look for a partner, there will be a reflection of you, or you will know the inequalities that they have that are suited or be a compliment to who you are. But you got to put in the work. You have to put in the effort. That 1 mile, 2 miles, sometimes you got to go 10,000 miles. No matter how tired you get, how exhausting, how long the process is, at the end, you get that great. You get that great. You get that great woman. You get that great position. Even if it's just being a store manager. If that's what you want, that is great. But you have to put in the work to get there. We always see the glory of things, and we never want to investigate how that thing became so magnificent. How did that man get into that position in life? You just want to be there. See the genie? I want to be there and you're just there. You got to put in the work. You got to go hard in the paint. You got to go hard. But you have to start telling yourself this when you wake up in the morning. It's going to be a long journey. But that's okay with me. Because I know work is a requirement. These 5-star restaurants, these luxury automobiles were not built in one day. Like they say, Rome wasn't built in one day. Africa wasn't built in one day. The United States of America wasn't built in one day. And you definitely wasn't born in one day. So you see, it takes time, it takes practice, and most importantly, dedication. Because when you're dedicated, oh yeah, you know what you get. What it is that you desire. But you have to align your attention with your intention. You have to focus on the path. And if you do this, the path is an attainment. There's going to be an attainment. Something you can obtain. And that is the right individuals, the right routes, the right vehicles, the intelligence, or the information that you need. So that you may experience what it is that you desire. Align your attention with your intention. Put in the work so you can reach this goal. So you can get this meal. So you can finally eat this experience that you've been desiring to eat your whole life. But you got to work hard. You got to put in the work. They say life is like a chess move. So every move has to be thought out in order for you to get to that end that you're trying to get to. No one got there by not thinking. Even when you think you're not thinking, there's a small little mechanisms up inside of you still trying to line things up so it can work out for you. But you got to be willing to become mature enough to check yourself, to remind yourself every day there's work to be done. I got to go put in that work. I got to get that work in. Or else it won't work. And if it does work, it's not going to be exactly the way you want it to be. And nothing's ever exactly the way you want it to be. But it can be just a different variation, but it can be exactly that. But you got to put in the work. And you got to stay hungry. Don't get satisfied over just accomplishing 2, 3, 4 goals. Because that's not it. Those are just a couple of steps up the ladder. You still got to get to the top. Some people are still stuck at the bottom. But it's all about how far you want to go. You know, I had a mentor. My mentor, peace to you, peace to my mentor, my boy Gabe. He said, you know, it's how you perceive things. You know, if you think you're a slave, then the universe recognizes that. And therefore, your experiences will be that of a slave. People will recognize that slave mentality, that slave energy. And that's how they will treat you. If you're a priest, you act like a priest, you think like a priest. The universe recognizes this, and your experiences in life will be that of a priest. People will be kind to you. You may even have dreams of being a king. But your soul is aligned with being a priest. Therefore, you will never experience that king ship. Then you got the king. You got this man who thinks he's a king. He acts like a king. He walks like a king. Talks like a king. Treats everyone fair like a king. His soul is aligned with this kingliness. I'll use. The universe recognizes this. And this man gets whatever he believes he's due. But he put in the work to get there. And he gets what he's due. Championships. Golden experiences. And we will recognize you as a king or a queen. If you believe that's what you are. If you believe that you're just a regular Joe, that's what your life will be that. normal life. Nothing wrong with a normal life, but your life should be of abundance. You were born in the likeness. In the likeness. Born in the likeness. So therefore, you have the ability to create whatever it is you desire. And it all starts from your mind. Nowhere else. Your mind. If you believe it, you really can achieve it. If you think it, you can create it. If you can see it, and you can smell it, and you can hear it, and you understand it, then God damn it, create it. But you got to make sure you remember this. You have to put in the work. Your thoughts are created. You have to think. You have to work at focusing on what it is you want to experience. Then when the physical part takes place, you have to put in the physical work to shape and mold this thing that you want. It's hard work. But you put in the hard work, you get it. My name is Hey Rue, Mr. Moolah. You already know, Hey Rue, I pull out the opener of the way. And I'm just giving you what I was given and showing you what works for me. And since we're all of the likeness, it can work for you. Just transcribe it into a way that fits best for you and apply it to your everyday activities. All the information you have, you should become intuitive. And when I say that, I mean being able to apply it to your everyday life, becoming a holistic thinker, applying this one thing to everything. And even that takes a little work. But we'll talk about that another time. With that being said, have a phenomenal year, 2019. Enjoy the rest of this year. And remember, hard work comes with this. It's not like someone made it up. So it's nothing. It's normal. Hard work is normal. It's just work. Take care of yourself. Peace.